One of the first foreign leaders with whom Polish President-elect Karol Nawrocki spoke was Lithuanian President Gitanas Nausėda. The conversation took place on the initiative of Polish President Andrzej Duda, who is attending the NATO Eastern Flank Summit in Vilnius. However, this move is not accidental. Following this meeting, questions arose about what kind of international policy the president-elect will pursue. Although no specific details have been revealed yet, we can already point to details that may indicate the direction President Karol Nawrocki will take. This is the Polish nation's support for Karol Nawrocki, who announced and consistently said that he would continue the same policy that I inherited from President Lech Kaczyński, and which I have been pursuing all these years. It is no coincidence that one of Karol Nawrocki's first phone calls was to the president of Lithuania. Some would say that having the first phone call with President-elect Karol Nawrocki immediately after the meeting with President Andrzej Duda is symbolic. For our countries, it stands to reason. Centuries of shared history have made Lithuania and Poland neighbors, friends, and strategic allies for our freedom and yours. Although President-elect Nawrocki is not well known on the world political stage, he has the recommendation of President Andrzej Duda, and this significantly shortens the distance between the closest and most important allies of the presidential palace.
My congratulations to the president, new president of Poland, and I already congratulated by messaging, but I think that I hope that in the closest time we will have opportunity to speak. And Poland is our big friend and strong neighbor, and we respect the voting and of course voting of Polish people. And my congratulations to the new president and to all the Polish people. Thank you so much.
Analysts agree that in terms of foreign policy, we should expect a continuation of the actions initiated under the vision of Lech Kaczyński and Andrzej Duda. This seems to be a natural consequence of the common interest between Poland and the Baltic states when it comes to deterring aggression from the Russian Federation, hybrid warfare, or as we are seeing in Ukraine, outright direct warfare. Security policy is one of the most important areas in which there can be no void associated with the change in the office of the President of Poland. Hence, it is so important not only to ensure a smooth handover of duties, but also of political plans, which seem to be very similar between Duda and Nawrocki. We should build a real counterweight to the influence of Berlin and Paris in the European Union. That is, deepen cooperation within the Three Seas Initiative and NATO's eastern flank, which is essential for our security anyway. The concept of the Intermarium was revived in 2017 in Warsaw during the visit to Poland by Donald Trump, who supported President Duda in this endeavor.
I want to congratulate you on the great job you've done.
Today, President-elect Nawrocki has already had his first talks with the Americans, who know perfectly well who will replace Duda in office. This is a very strong signal, not only for our allies and neighbors, but above all, for the United States, which has repeatedly stated that the Three Seas Initiative is a very good area for economic cooperation. And Donald Trump has often said that Poland will be one of the countries that will work with the Americans to build the security potential of the Three Seas Initiative and of Europe as a whole. Importantly, from the first acknowledgments of congratulations received from Brussels, Paris, and Berlin, President-elect published on social media, it is clear that Karol Nawrocki expects unequivocal partnership relations from his Western partners without avoiding difficult and sensitive topics.